Hello and welcome to this new I Played Against video. Today I will play against Carson Confer, a phenomenal player. In this season he won a regional, he top cut multiple regionals in this season. He won LAIC in 2018 and in 2016 he won the World Championship in the senior division. So he has really good results across the board and I'm really looking forward to play against him because I never had the chance to do so. And to do that, I will play a very unique team, to say the least. Usually I feature teams where there's no paste or rental available, and today it's a little different because right after I prepared the team, I saw that the team is actually available on Twitter. This team was built by Sander Tegelman. He was able to get to top 32 in the Stockholm regionals with that team, but I still wanted to test that out because it has some really unique picks, and that's why you are here for, right? So let's start with the team building part. First of all, choice specs, Terra Poison, Eternatus. What makes Eternatus so good? I'm actually a little surprised why nobody uses Eternatus. It actually outclassed Zamazenta in Stockholm, but that's a different topic. But Eternatus has a really good typing into the common Incineroar, Rillaboom, Urshifu Rapid Strike stuff because you resist every single move. I guess you don't resist knockoff, but Incineroar isn't threatening offensively. And you have a really good offensive typing as well because with poison moves, you can hit grass and fairy types, and with dragon moves, you can hit a ton of dragon types that run around in the meta. And hitting fairy types is really nice. For example, Terra Fairy Shadow Rider, you can double up on them with Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb. You gotta be a little careful because you are weak to psychic moves. But if they only have Draining Kiss and Destroy Barrage, spoiler alert, we have White Guard on Araquanid, we can hard wall Shadow Rider that way as well. And the damage output from this Eternatus is really, really good because with the choice packs, with Terra Poison, you add a ton of multipliers. I decided to run a speed stat to make sure that I outspeed max speed Dondozo, which hits 190. We also outspeed Warring Moon after an Icy Wind if they are max speed booster energy, they drop to 187 speed. We outspeed Adamant max speed Koraidon, Adamant max speed Chien-Pao, Modest max speed Miraidon, Modest max speed Fluttermane. So all of these Pokemon have 187 speed, and I thought maybe I run into a spell tag, very bulky Shadow Rider, and then the Shadow Rider maybe has 189 or 190 speed, even if they have 191, because it rounds down. So if you click Icy Wind, I guess it doesn't matter for Icy Wind, never mind. I was thinking about speed boost and then drop, but if you face a 191 speed Fluttermane, for example, and they get Icy Wind, they drop to 190 speed, so you're 1 point faster than those as well. So I really like the spread. HP and defense, I decided to run that kind of spread to survive Adamant Ice Spinner from Chien-Pao as well as Jolly Icicle Crash. We survive a Glacial Lance from Ice Rider. I think we also survive +2 Astral Barrage from Covered Cloak Shadow Rider because our bulk is actually really, really good with 140, 95, 95. So we hit hard, we are fast, we tank a lot, so Eternatus shouldn't be that bad, right? So I'm really curious on how it will do today. Next up we have Tinkaton because our main way to play this Eternatus is to spam Terra Poison Sludge Wave, so we need Steel types as partners to not hit our own partners with it. But the problem is there are no good Steel types in the meta. So we are running Tinkaton, and Tinkaton has a nice unique thing going for it. It has Mode Breaker Fake Out. I think there's no other Pokemon with Mode Breaker Fake Out. So if your opponent has Farigiraf, you can still click Fake Out against them. Or if they have Bruxish. Doesn't work if they have Indeedee because Psychic Terrain works a little differently. But it works against Serena, Bruxish, and Farigiraf. And we also have Feint. So if opponent wants to stop White Guard, because we spam Tower Poison Sludge Wave, we can break the White Guard with Feint. And also we can punish defensive counterplay with Protect or Spiky Shield. We can just kick Feint against that if they want to scout what our Eternatus locks itself into, because we just break the Protect. We've got Play Rough and Gigaton Hammer as stabs. Gigaton Hammer is just really strong, 160 base power move, you obviously play it. And then Play Rough, I think Play Rough could also be Knockoff, but Play Rough is really sweet into Urshifu, I guess into the dragons as well, like Koraidon and Miraidon. And the spread I chose is a little weird. I wanted to survive a Terra Water Surging Strikes from Urshifu and an Electro Drift from Choice Specs Miraidon. So we needed that kind of bulk. I was thinking about outspeeding Urshifu Adamant, but we can just KO them with Fake Out Terra Poison Sludge Wave or with Feint Terra Poison Sludge Wave. So we have priorities, so we don't have to outspeed Urshifu necessarily. But I thought maybe outspeeding Modest Max Speed Kyogre can be important, as well as Smeargle, Max Speed Raging Bolt. Some Urshifu are around that kind of speedster with 140. Some Ogerpon are around that, so 143 feels pretty good. And then the rest is just put into attack. Terra Dragon is probably the choice to resist all of Fire, Water, Grass and not be weak to ground. And I think it's a good defensive Terra type on Tinkaton, because players will not attack with Ice, Fairy, or Dragon moves into Tinkaton, so you kind of flip the matchup chart a little bit. So yeah, Tinkaton Eternity is just a really strong duo, I hope. I am really curious if I can bring Tinkaton. I think you can bring Tinkaton to a lot of matchups, but we gotta see. Next up is Araquanid, and yeah, you can see it right. It is Sticky Web Araquanid. To be fair, Araquanid only needs 2 moves with Liquidation and White Guard, and you probably always want Protect on it as well. And then the last move is a filler. It's either Sticky Web or Infestation, Leech Life, Lunge. Does Lunge still exist in this generation? Let me double check. I think, yeah, Lunge, yes, Lunge, Leech Life, Infestation are all possible. Icy Wind, Endeavor, but none of them are like crazy good, and that's why we have Sticky Web, because that way, if the opponent has something in the bag that would outspeed our Eternatus, we can deny that, like Zacian and I guess all the 135 base speed Pokemon I mentioned earlier, if they have a positive nature, Shadow Rider obviously, so I think Sticky Web is pretty neat. Also, I have not explained why this Eternatus has Fire Blast. It's obviously for the steel types like Zacian and Zamazenta. I think that's pretty obvious. But yeah, back to Araquanid. I decided to run a spread so that we don't get 3'd KO'd by Glacial Lands, because I think Araquanid is really good in the Ice Rider Amoonguss matchup, because we've got the safety goggles and we have Wild Guard. So we definitely bring Araquanid there. And we also survive a Terra Dark Wicked Blow from Urshifu Single Strike, if I remember correctly. I decided to play 4 speed, because that way we hit a speed stat of 63, and 63 is pretty nice with Sticky Web or Icy Wind support, because some Pokemon might run around 90 to 93 speed. I gotta think about stuff like Incineroar that runs 90 or 91 sometimes, or even Pokemon that are made for hard Trick Room. For example, my Urshifu Single Strike has 92 speed, so if I set up Trick Room, we are faster. If I don't set up Trick Room, we can also outspeed them if we get an Icy Wind or a Sticky Web off, so that is also really cool. And I think 63 speed is correct on Araquanid. I guess you speed tie Max IV's Brave Iron Hands and makes IVs Brave Ice Rider because they also hit 63. So maybe it's not optimal, but I just went with the flow, okay? Raikkonen, definitely a Pokemon that can be brought to, I think, not Miraidon, not Koraidon. Actually, against Koraidon with Water Bubble, but your Liquidation is your only attacking move, and it's really weak in the Sun, so I think you don't bring it there. But against Shadow Rider and Ice Rider, and maybe against Terrapagos as well, because if you force a Terra early on, you can just spam Wake Up with a Raikkonen. So I think these are the matchups where it can be good. Next up, we've got Fluttermane, and Fluttermane, I decided to run a spread to survive Surging Strikes, as always, makes HP, and I wanted to be faster than Zamazenta, for example, if I switch out and later switch him again, because Zamazenta max speed has 180. We also outspeed max speed Tornadoes, as well as max speed Ogapon that way. The rest is in special attack 44. Terra Steel is an interesting choice. I think it's not bad because that way you resist Fairy and Steel type moves suddenly, and you can click Sludge Wave with Eternatus Fluttermane board because especially against Miraidon, I think you can just spam Moonblast, Sludge Wave if you go Terra Steel, as long as your Eternatus outspeeds the Miraidon. Also helps against Koraidon, I think, like not Terra Steel, but just spamming Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave. I think Sludge Wave is just the most spammable button, and that's why you want to have as many partners that are immune to it, and that's why we probably have Terra Steel. But as I said, Terra Steel has also some other nice implications, so I think it's not a terrible Terra type. I mean, we saw in Regulation B and C a ton of Terra Steel Fluttermane in the early meta, so why not bring it in Regulation G again? But yeah, next up we've got Urshifu Single Strike because you have a really nice and strong combination with Eternatus Urshifu. Because Eternatus, if you click your poison move, it gets resisted by ghost types. That is something that not a lot of players actually know, but ghost resists poison. And Urshifu can punish these ghost types. Meanwhile, Urshifu struggles against fairy types, but Eternatus can punish those. So Urshifu Eternatus is just a really strong board, and Urshifu Fluttermane, just Icy Wind Wicked Blow is also really nice. And with the first four, you struggle a little bit into Dondozo, so having a single strike with Wicked Blow helps into that as well. I'm running 4 defense instead of 4 HP to survive Sacred Sword and to Sucker Punch from Champo every time. If you just run 4 HP, it doesn't work. Or like, it's still very unlikely that they KO you, but there's a chance even without critical hits. So that's what the 4 defense are for. And I gotta say, Urshifu Single Strike, after playing Stockholm with it, I love it. Urshifu Single Strike is one of my favorite VGC mons so far, and I'm really happy that I can maybe test it out today. It's good into Ice Rider, it's good into Shadow Rider, it's good into Terrapagos, so let's see what Carson rolls up with, and let's see if we can bring Urshifu. But before we do that, let's take a look at the last Pokemon, Ogapon Halfling. Spread looks very sus, but I wanted to survive... what was it again? Terra Water Surging Strikes from Urshifu, and I wanted to outspeed max speed Timid Kyogre, but still do decent damage, and that's why we have Adamant without attack investment. Looks weird, but I think it's pretty good. I used very similar spreads in the last weeks as well. You can click through the latest videos if you want to check them out. But yeah, the team has really good tools. I'm not sure how well it will perform for me because I never played Eternatus before, but I will try my best. Usually I'm pretty good at picking up teams and just ball with them, but yeah, we gotta see. You can find the paste and the rental in the description below as always. But yeah, let's head to the game and let's see what Carson uses. Hopefully no Dondozo. I think my Dondozo matchup is fine, but I don't want to play against Dondozo, please. Alrighty, so let's see if I can win against a regional, international and world champ. And he is using our Vega, but he didn't send me a paste yet. I will message him. So he still hasn't sent me a paste, but I mean, okay, thanks. Alrighty, he just sent it to me. Alright. I mean, I should farm this team, right? With Mobreaker, Tinkerton, and Eternatus. I think I can just lead Eternatus, Tinkerton. I bring Fluttermane and Urshifu or Ogapon in the back. Araquanid isn't great. I mean, Araquanid is also not terrible, to be fair, with Wildcard against Dazzling Gleam stuff, but we resist Dazzling Gleam with Terra Poison. Eternatus with Tinkerton, maybe with Ogapon. Is it Ogapon or is it Urshifu? I think it's Ogapon, actually. Is it even Tinkerton Eternatus in the lead, or is it maybe Fluttermane Eternatus? Now, I will try it that way, because if I leave Fluttermane Eternatus, I'm susceptible to Tailwind Volt Switch into my Eternatus. I'm really curious on how this plays out. So, okay. Can I really prove that I can win with every team I pick up? Okay, Ogapon Whimsicott. That's a good lead for us. Do I wanna KO with Whimsicott? I think I don't. He probably goes for something like Tailwind, Spiky Shield. So what I could do is that I Sludge Bomb the Ogapon and switch to my Ogapon. And if he attacks, he doesn't go for a Terra attack, right? And even if he does, it's okay, I think. He could expect me to go for Feint. I mean, what stops me for going for Sludge Bomb and Feint into that slot? Well, I would lose Tinkerton, but I think that's okay. I wish I clicked Sludge Wave now, honestly, but Bob, damn. That's funny. Yeah, Tailwind Spiky Shield. That was the play I expected. What I also could have done is switch Tinkerton to Ogapon, go for Sludge Bomb into his Ogapon, don't KO the Whimsicott yet, and then next turn I have Sludge Bomb, Terrafire, Ivy Catcher to get a double knockout. But that is not too bad, honestly. Where's the Miraidon? He could go for Anchor into Tinkerton and Draco into Eternatus, or maybe he goes for Electro Drift or Volt Switch. I think this is a good double switch opportunity. Let's say, I think it's fine. I was thinking about, let's say he Electro Drifts the Eternatus slot and I go to Fluttermane on that. It's okay if I lose Fluttermane, because then I can go Ogapon and I can go for Follow Me Sludge Wave into Fake Out Sludge Wave, I think. So swap in Fluttermane and swap in Ogapon. Am I overlooking something? He can still Terra the Whimsicott to get maybe a Light Screen off and a Moonblast. But let's see. I am completely fine if he Electro Drifts with Fluttermane, because when next turn I go for Spiky Shield Sludge Wave, I could also go for Sludge Bomb Ivy Catcher. Let's first see how this turn plays out. Anchor Electro Drift, as I expected, I lose Fluttermane, but that's fine. I completely knew that this was going to happen. I guess I could have switched the other way and then I get a Follow Me Icy Wind off, but as I said, that is honestly super fine, because now I can go to Eternatus, swap in. It's a little annoying if he has hands in the bag, but I think I can just click Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I can just click Sludge Bomb. Ivy Cudgel. I just want to make sure of one thing. Eternatus against max HP Miraidon. Sludge Bomb with Light Screen. Twice does like 70 and then half flame. I actually have to go for Woodhammer to guaranteed knock out Miraidon with Sludge Bomb, Woodhammer, Sludge Bomb in case he doesn't Terra. Okay, what's the switch in? Okay, this is not a switch in. There's a light screen. Good thing I clicked Woodhammer instead of Ivy Cudgel. I guess Ivy Cudgel could have also KO'd at that point, but now I think I just click Sludge Bomb, Woodhammer. If he locks himself into Draco Meteor, I win with Tinkaton. Maybe I should KO with Whimsicott. Let me think. He could also go for something like Dazzling Gleam, Anchor into Ogerpon, but no, that's fine. I think I just have to knock out with Whimsicott here. Yeah. I think I cannot lose this. Do I go Terra Poison? If he goes for Electro Drift, it's better to keep Terra Dragon for my Tinkaton. There's the Electro Drift. Yeah, Eternatus takes this like a champ. Moonblast also still not able to pick up the KO. We go for Sludge Bomb and this is a guaranteed GG because now our Eternatus is probably faster. We can just click Follow Me, Terra Poison, Sludge Bomb. If he doesn't KO, this was a crit, right? Yeah, didn't matter. If he KOs my Ogerpon, I have Fake Out Sludge Bomb. If he doesn't KO, I have Follow Me Sludge Bomb. So yeah, Terra Poison, Sludge Bomb, Follow Me. I think this team really farms Awubega. Just with a six I bought. Maybe Iron Hands is a little annoying, but Iron Hands cannot really touch Eternatus as well, and that's another Pokemon that cannot protect. So yeah, this is Follow Me Sludge Bomb. I'm really curious. He set up Light Screen. How much is this going to do? We outspeed. It's Terra Poison, Choice Specs, Sludge Bomb. Okay, I will play Eternatus from now on. I will play Eternatus from now on. No kidding. I will play Eternatus from now on. Convince me to not use Eternatus. Wow. I mean, this is a prime matchup, I think. But I feel like also Ice Rider with Araquanid should be pretty good. And Shadow Rider should be pretty good. We saw like Choice Specs Tinkaton plus Choice Specs Eternatus plus Tinkaton beating one of the best Shadow Rider players in a European regional on a stream. Not in the last stream, but I think it was in Birmingham. Where Oliver Gauston beat Adam Chervaoui with Choice Specs Eternatus. So yeah, I think this team looks like a lot of fun, but it's not over yet. He can definitely adapt, but how does he adapt? I also got the crucial turn 1 right with Feint Sludge Bomb, because if he clicks Ivy Cudgel immediately, I lose Tinkaton, but then I get Ogerpon in, and then I have the same board again. I could also try leading Eternatus. I don't think he leads with Whimsicott this time, so Eternatus Flutter Mane looks so good if he doesn't lead with Whimsicott. He could lead with Hands Miraidon. Hands Miraidon would be a little annoying, but my Tinkaton is faster than the Hand, so I will go with the same lead and with the same back Pokemon. What would be a bad lead? I guess Ogerpon again, and then he wins with 50-50, but I'm fine. I'm honestly fine. So I'm really curious on how he approaches this for game 2. Let's see. Hands for Regular. Okay, he wants to set up Trick Room. I see. The good part is, like, we probably just trade fake outs. I fake out with Farigiraf, he fake outs my Eternatus. And then next turn I have Eternatus against Farigiraf. I probably do a ton, right? I do so much damage. What? Oh my god. Terra Poison Sludge Bomb KOs with Farigiraf after fake out damage. So I just Sludge Wave. In case he doesn't fake out, Sludge Wave is really good. And we fake out with Farigiraf. Mold Breaker, boom. Yeah, that was to be expected. But now I can just click Terra Poison, Sludge Wave, Gigaton Hammer. Should I do that? I think I can. Sludge Wave plus Gigaton Hammer can also be enough to KO it. Sludge Wave does like 55 and then Tinkaton 40. So yeah, 95. But if it doesn't KO, I'm in big... Am I in big trouble? I think I'm not in big trouble. And keeping Terra is also not terrible, so I will go for Sludge Wave. Oh! My controller snapped. I wanted to Gigaton Hammer with Farigiraf. Yeah, this would have always KO'd. Okay, this has never happened to me. This game was over. If I Gigaton Hammer with Farigiraf, the game always ends, because when I have Sludge Wave play rough in the next turn, if he goes to Miraidon, I am fast, I get the Sludge Wave off, and Sludge Wave into play rough KOs with Miraidon. Oh my god. My controller snapped. This is insane. Oh no. Oh no. This is so sad. The self Gigaton Hammer. Oh man. Yeah, the game just ends. I will go with the same plan for game 3, but oh my god. Okay. And Psychic on the other slot. This is so sad. Oh man. I don't know what to say. I think he clicks Heavy Slam, so I was about to click Protect Ivy Cutter. I think he Psychics Overpon and Heavy Slams. He Drain Punched. Oh, Spiky Shield Moonblast would have been so sick. Oh my god. I can still win this, but... I am terrible. I am so terrible. I am so terrible. Okay, we see Drain Punch. And he crits. That crit sucks. Because now he recovers more than he should have. Man, I am so bad. This was also a crit. It was not. Okay, the Iron Hands is not as bulky as I thought. I can go Tinkaton. I am so bad. If I still win this, it shows how good the matchup is. There's just one more turn of Trick Room, right? Yeah. He has to keep hands. Okay, he stayed. That is good. I think he had to keep hands just because of Fake Out. So let's see. Psychic. No drop. Okay, nice. Oh, I am so bad. Oh. Okay, he has Ogapon now. Okay, I'm a little surprised to see a Terra here because it doesn't give him anything defensively and Avikaja would have KO'd both my Pokemon. So let's see. I guess he wanted to catch an Eternatus switch. Yeah, if I switch Tinkaton to Eternatus. Okay, we outspeed. I was not expecting that. Let me see, Avikaja, okay. I think I should have Gigatoned the Ogapon. Because then I can go for Shadow Ball. Yeah, I should have Gigatoned the Ogapon every time. Because then I have Shadow Ball, Terra Steel, Sludge Wave. And then I have... Yeah, that was bad. That was terrible. Yeah, I threw the game pretty much. I can still win, I think. He gets a double knockout here. I hope that my Eternatus survives the Ivy-Cudgel. He goes for Electro Drift into Tinkaton and yeah, Electro Drift, Tinkaton and Ivy-Cudgel into Flutter Nice attacked one. Yeah. Man, if I didn't misclick, this would have been so easy. Let's see if Eternatus is maybe a broken Pokemon. I don't think we survive, but it would be funny if we do. Or do we go for the knockout with Terra Poison Sludge Wave on Ogapon? I think it doesn't KO. Honestly, it probably doesn't. Yeah, I would just go for Sludge Wave. Okay. If I win this by Gigaton hammering me, I know that I won if I targeted the Ogapon just now, but it is what it is. It's too late now. Okay, Terra Poison would have not KO'd. Come on, Eternatus. You have pretty good bulk, but it's a Terra Ogapon. Come on, Eternatus, please! Oh my god! What? What? Okay, this team always farms Abu Bega. So if you don't have an Abu Bega matchup, run this team. I think it's impossible to lose. I don't know what he could have done. I don't know what he could have done. If you have any plans, please tell me in the comments, because this was... If I was the Awubega player and I would have faced this, I would be upset. I would totally be upset. But yeah, it's a fun team to use. I will talk more about it in the outro. GG's to Carson. He tried his best. And I honestly have no clue why Eternatus is so good. I guess if you pull the right matchups, you can do it. Yeah. The rental, as always, in the description below. And if you didn't see the team building part, I really recommend it, because I cooked up some really, really good spreads. And yeah, let's head to the outro. I still don't know how all of this happened. But yeah, GG to Carson. Sorry for this absolutely rough matchup. So yeah, GG's to Carson. If you really want to have an Awubega hard counter team, use that team. I'm really curious on how other matchups could be played, so please feel free to use the team yourself. And yeah, I've never had such a good matchup before, I think. But if you want to see more teams and more good players on my channel, feel free to give the other videos a watch, or stay tuned for the future videos as well. Anyways, that being said, I will see you next time. Everything in the description as always. And until next week, bye bye.